Hello, my beautiful darling Scorpios. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot or Diamond Dragon Lady, no matter where you may be watching this video today. Scorpio, big happy birthday to you guys as we start this reading. You know, the sun has already moved into your sign, and it definitely is deep, intense, passionate, and mysterious. This is also a cycle where a lot of secrets get revealed, so that's always something we look forward to when we are in Scorpio season. As you know, I am an astrologer as well as a tarot reader if you haven't joined me before. And so I do blend elements of astrology, tarot, and the oracle into all of your readings to give you a nicer, fuller picture of what's going on with you throughout the month. So Scorpio, we're going to go ahead and dive into your oracle to get you some keywords. Dear Spirit, let's see what we've got for our fabulous birthday signs, our Scorpios. Let's see what their keywords and energies are as we begin this month of November. Yes, Scorpio, I think this is very wise advice indeed. We do have the keyword of patience coming up right off the top. Be patient with the energy as we move into this month of November. We have a lot of energy in your sign. We do have the Sun, Mars, and Mercury all in the sign of Scorpio as we begin November 2023. It is opposite of Jupiter and Uranus sitting in the sign of Taurus. And so this can give you a bit of restless energy. This can make you feel like you really want to get out there and move and shake and do things. The energy may also be a little bit unconventional, a little bit erratic at times. You'll find this to be more true if you are born a little bit later in the time of Scorpio, whereas the restlessness is going to come more if you're in the earlier time of Scorpio. On the bottom of the deck, we also have the keyword solitude. So when you start to feel impatient, if you start to feel tension mounting, if you start to feel like you're getting frustrated with circumstances or somebody in your environment, I would advise to go within, get some time to yourself. We do have this full moon rising in the distance of this card, and our full moon will be with us later in the month. We've been having our full moons later in the month these days, and so that will be Monday the 27th in the sign of Gemini, and it may be a real time to pull within, communicate with yourself, communicate with the divine, and truly get in touch with your inner being. So let's go into your numerology next. Let's pull a card or two from the numerology deck and see some special numbers, please, Spirit, for Scorpio. November 2023, please. Oh, nice. Yeah, we've got a number 3. And look at this. I am never going to say these synchronicities are not for nothing, guys. On the top of the deck, we've got the number 3, which is all about creativity. I love the number 3. It's the same number as the Empress in the major arcana. So to me, this is all about creating something beautiful with your own talents, your own abilities. And then we have number 2 was on the bottom of the deck. And look at that. We've got patience again. Patience and patience. Scorpio is a month of being patient. Slow and steady wins the race. Take it one step at a time. Don't rush yourself. Don't let other people rush you. Don't let them rush your creative process. Now, if you are an extra creative person, you may really feel that need to go within, have some solitude, have some alone time, because you may need that in order to create and to manifest your very best vision. Let's get into some gemstones and crystals now for Scorpio. I always like to work with my crystals and my rocks. So Scorpio, if you do too, this is going to be a little extra benefit for you. Alright, we're going to take off the top the rutilated quartz. To me, the rutilated quartz is an excellent crystal for communication with your ancestors, past on loved ones, and spirit guides. That's just my personal experience with that crystal. This one also relates to home, the root chakra. I would say that for me, my experience is, you know, the way I relate it to home and the root is really like your ancestors, where you've come from, gaining experience or understanding the past to help it inform your future. So definitely get rooted. definitely get grounded. Having a safe space in wherever you call home is very important this month, and that rutilated quartz can help you with that quite a bit. On the bottom, we have the lepidolite. It's a kind of interesting, kind of violet blue crystal, and it is for the third eye and crown chakra. It helps to foster trust. And I would also say anytime you get into that color, it helps the crown, but it also helps the mind. And I think that with that full moon in Gemini later this month, this is going to help clear the mind, clear the thoughts, clear the communication process. So those two could be really helpful for you as you work through whatever's going on with you this month, Scorpio. Let's get into some ancestors, spirit guides. Let's pull a few cards and see which ones are coming up to help Scorpio the most in their big month this year. Yes, oh yes. We got some really strong divine feminine energy on the way for you, Scorpio. We have Mother Mary from the top of the deck. And from the opposite, we have Green Tara. So, these are both protection, love, peace, harmony, nurturing yourself, right? Creating a peaceful environment, an aura around yourself that's very protected, very guarded in a good way. Let go of the need to be right. Don't, even if you have very strong opinions, this isn't the time to force those right now, Scorpio. It's better to just go within, choose the more peaceful path, go to your safest place, your safest home, grounding zone. Healing mother energy, healing feminine energy is very possible this month. With the Green Tara, you have protection, cords are being cut, negative associations and toxicity are being released, moving beyond limitations and trusting in your process, having patience with your process this month is really big for you, Scorpio. So let's go ahead and get into your tarot. We're going to do a full Celtic cross to get the best outlook, the best overview on what is going on with you. It is an intense time, Scorpio, so hang in there. I think you're more comfortable than most signs are with the intensity. Cancer and Pisces are also really well affected by Scorpio energy, but it is a definite intense month because there is so much of your sign being activated as we go through the beginning of November especially. I knew that Empress energy was strong, and she is that ultimate divine feminine, and both of your spirit guides for this month, Scorpio, were also powerful divine feminines. Oh my goodness. So my feeling is if you're actually like a parent, that parent-child relationship is going to get a lot stronger and even more powerful. If you're super creative, artistic, musical, whatever it is that you might be doing, that's going to become very powerful. So good time to write, good time to paint, create, draw, whatever it is that you do that has a creative energy, because your center card, central energy of this month is the Empress for you, Scorpio. Super strong, super powered, divine feminine. And that goes for no matter how you align, whatever your main alignment is, whether you identify more masculine, more feminine, doesn't matter. This is the feminine energy coming in to touch your life no matter what. And the other thing I would say, is that Empress energy kind of brings all of the queens. We have 4 queens in the tarot, and she brings kind of all that strong feminine energy all into play. The other thing that I think is wonderful about this card is that Venus is moving into the sign of Libra on November 8th, and the Empress is ruled by Venus. So I feel like this is even more blessed than than ever for you. Let's get a clarifier on the Empress. We always clarify all our cards here to get extra messages. And we have Justice, more Libra energy. So this Venus in Libra transit is very good for you. So not only are you feeling extra creative, extra empowered on that more nurturing creative side, you're also getting a lot of fairness, a lot of balance. I think you're really seeking that this month. These are your main energies, right? So fairness, balance, order being restored, seeking more peaceful solutions, more diplomatic solutions, Scorpio. You're kind of, I think a lot of you are just really tired of having to fight so hard to have peace, to have, you know, balance in your life. You're just like, I'm done with this. I'm going to embrace my creative side. I'm going to be firm yet fair, you know, because that's justice, right? In the immediate past, we have the Ace of Wands. So here's where you're coming from as we go into this month. You're coming from a lot of empowerment. I feel like you've really stood up for yourself, or something has really emboldened you here. There has been a whole new change to your life, Scorpio, because to me, the Ace of Wands is a gift from Spirit. Aces always are. But this is a gift of enthusiasm, passion, renewal, bold, brand new, you know, brilliant, fiery, feisty beginnings in life where you feel, you know, very strong about it. Like you might have had to really fight somebody, really stand up to somebody in order to have this new beginning. And like now that you have it, you're not going to let anybody take it away from you. And look at that. Yes. I mean, we've got Two of Wands sitting right next to the Ace of Wands clarifying. So yeah, fiery energy is coming in as you're moving into this month. And Two of Wands to me is the beginning of a lot of, you know, just absolute, the new doors opening. Sometimes you go on your own. Sometimes you bring someone along. But you are definitely considering all the different avenues that you could go down, and you have the energy to do it. Going into the immediate future, as we, you know, go throughout this month of November, getting closer to the end, is the Two of Swords. So I do think you're going to have to make some choices. There's a lot of Libra energy, a lot of Venusian energy in your reading this month, Scorpio. So I really do feel that you're very focused on fairness, coming out of indecisions. You know, maybe you were, you know, kind of procrastinating on something for a while, but I think you're going to come to the end of that, especially on and around the full moon. Look at that. We got our full moon again coming up into this card. So, you know, that Gemini full moon, air element, swords are the air element. You got all this Libra, which is also an air sign. Let's see what this might be about. Two of Swords, please. Let's see what this decision making is for Scorpio. Yeah, Six of Cups. They're, again, you know, we had that cord cutting. We had that release of old toxic relationships or anything from the past that doesn't need to be there. You might be letting someone go. This could even be someone you have a long history with that almost feels like family, or even is family for some of you. You may have been on the fence for a while for, you know, about this as well. Like, should I let them go? Should I keep them around? I don't know. I think it really comes down to whether or not they're sapping your time and energy and not reciprocating anything of their own. If this is a toxic situation, if it's a draining situation, then it's definitely time to let it go. If not, it may be time to redefine the roles here, because the Six of Cups definitely deals with that nostalgic energy, childhood roots, healing the inner child. What you should be focusing on, yeah, Seven of Cups here on the bottom of the spread, is really about having a lot of different decisions. It's, again, needing to make a choice. Don't procrastinate too long, right? You can look at what the, you know, offer is in all of these cups. It can feel a little bit overwhelming, right? But it's important to take a look at all your options this month, Scorpio. It may feel confusing at times, but it's important to really, you know, do your detail work, do your homework, do your research. It makes me feel like something's been building up over time that has to be acted on now. And look at this. We've got our Ace of Wands coming up again, second time in the reading for the month. So again, this is a huge focus on embracing a brand new life, and you don't want to drag a bunch of negative, old, heavy energy into it if you don't have to. I really feel like that's the big decision that you're making, is what to keep and what to let go of more than anything. On the top, crowning the spread, message from Spirit, is the Ten of Pentacles. This is the whole deal. This is everything we all want, right? It's not only having, love, support, financial stability, but it's having it come into manifest being, right? And that's why it's one of the very best cards, if not the best card in the deck, in my opinion. So let's get a clarifier on this one. I think that's really Spirit saying, keep your eyes on the prize, Scorpio. Don't let anyone deter you from moving towards what's really best for you. Oh, look at her! Oh my gosh, this is an exciting reading. Scorpio, the Empress coming up twice in your reading, the Ace of Wands twice in your reading. Yes, absolutely. You are worthy of the best, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. If anybody or anything in your life is trying to get you to lower your expectations or tell you, oh, Scorpio, you can't have it all, or you can't do that, or, you should just accept whoever, whatever, because you can't get anything better. It's not true. It's just not true. You are an absolute queen. You're an absolute empress. You are a divine force to be reckoned with this month. This is a time of great creativity, great abundance, great breakthrough, big decision making. This is an exciting reading, Scorpio, especially since it's on and around your birthday. It makes me feel really good for you. Let's get some advice. Let's get some extra advice on this for our Scorpio spirit. Yes, I feel it. Yeah, you will be a little on guard. Absolutely. I do feel like there's people on around you that might be a little either, I don't know if it's necessarily jealous, but I feel like they're just trying to get you to not be as great as you can be somehow. Suggested approach. What a surprise. The Magician, he is the master manifester, knows how to take all of his gifts, whether it's, spiritual, creative, financial, emotional, intellectual, all his abilities. This is Mercury energy. Don't forget, we got that full moon in Gemini ruled by Mercury. And so this is a definite time where you're bringing all of your abilities together. It's kind of that putting your mind to it card, right? Because it's a Mercury ruled card. So it's all about putting your mind to it. If you have any placements in Virgo or Gemini, Scorpio, you might resonate with this even more. Yep, Six of Pentacles. I'm saying this is definitely only playing with people who are willing to put in equal effort. If they're not willing to put in equal effort, time, energy, as you are, don't do it. Just go it alone, right? I think you really have the option this month to do things on your own or with a partner, but if the partner is not up to the task of reciprocating your energy, I wouldn't mess with them because they're just going to drag you down if that's the case. Now, if they, equal give and take, if they bring that balance, that fairness like you're looking for this month, that's fine. You can work with them. What you need to know, Two of Pentacles, some Capricorn energy. Don't work yourself too hard here, Scorpio, because I feel like your energy is very high this month. And you could really risk burning the candle at both ends. Make sure to have enough fun. Make sure to get enough rest at the same time. Because I do feel that whatever it is that you're going to be working on or putting your energy towards, you're going to be very passionate about this. You might work yourself a little too hard without realizing it, especially if the work is fun. Yeah. And again, look at this with this Five of Wands, what you need to know. That's the tension. That's the argumentativeness. That's the people that just kind of pick at you. I'd be real careful about those kind of folks, And I think you will be. I really do, because with that Justice card, that Libra energy, I really feel like you're paying attention to that more than ever, about who you have in your circle, who you have in your energy field. If they're just there to cause stress and more problems to be solved and they're not pulling their equal share of the weight, cut them out. Hopes and fears is the Four of Pentacles. So I do get a sense that you're being very careful with your money, with your heart. You don't want to get taken advantage of in either area. So you're being, you know, generally kind of guarded. That's not always wrong. We often talk about being guarded is not a good thing, but I think sometimes it's very necessary, especially if you're healing or if you're, you know, trying to protect yourself from negative or toxic people that would take advantage of you. Yep, there's our Magician again. I feel too that Scorpio, you might have literally a brilliant idea, right? Because we've got our Magician here twice in this reading. And you're being very protective because if you go around and tell everybody about your idea, one of a few things could happen. Somebody might steal your idea and claim it as their own and try to take the credit or make the money or whatever it is from your great ideas. Somebody might try to take credit for your work, and that might be something you got to be real careful about. You're just sort of noticing that. And the other thing too is that a lot of times if I've got something that I'm working on, I don't tell people about it till it's done and it's out and it's, you know, finished. Because you tell somebody about, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm really excited about this. And they're like, you'll never make it. And then you just start feeling crappy about it, even if you didn't feel that way to begin with. It's hard when you're sensitive for that to not, you know, wear off on you a little bit. So sometimes it's best to just keep that to yourself. I think Scorpios are that way anyway. You guys are not much for giving all your, you know, all your information away, but I would just say that use your intuition, because if there's some situation like that, you're probably right about it. This is an incredible reading. I just have to say, you've got so many double cards coming out, and that doesn't always happen. It really doesn't. Potential outcome card as we come to the end of November. I almost don't like to call these outcomes because I feel like our journey is very ongoing, right? But this is kind of what you're looking at as we wrap up the month of November 2023 is the Seven of Wands. Like I said, I think you're kind of guarded. I think you're kind of careful. I don't think you have to be guarded about everybody though, Scorpio. That's the only thing I'm going to tell you, because when we get that Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands, these are both like, don't mess with me, you know, like don't, And so I feel like you might be, you know, you want to have it in balance, just like everything else in this read. You want to have it in balance. You don't want to take it too far. Because you might block out somebody really good at the same time because you're just being on guard for everyone. So I get the feeling some of them are definitely ones to go ahead and release, cut the cords, cut the ties, kick them out, block them, whatever you need to do. But some of them really do have your best interest at heart. And if you have people like that around, that's fine to lower your guard for those. You know, because look at this. I mean, it's... You can't make this reading up. This is amazing. Ten of Pentacles coming out again at the end. I mean, you're really on guard about what you're creating, what you're working on. You are not playing games. You are being very private, very sacred, very protective about what you're working on. On the bottom of the deck, we have our Queen of Swords, more Libra energy. She is my Libra queen. So again, you know, I really feel like she is Mrs. No Nonsense. She's not putting up with any funny business. You definitely are not. Like anybody that's here to mess with you, you're like, out, go, off with your head. And on top of that, we have, you know, the Eight of Pentacles, which is doing the very best work possible, the highest quality work that you are capable of. So yes, you are very protective and very on guard about your work and your personal efforts. It's absolutely no question. So let's just, you know, recap. We got the Empress twice, the Ace of Wands twice, brand new bold beginnings, very, very creative energy. Ten of Pentacles twice here, Scorpio, which is all about, I mean, that is the whole deal. That's the stability, the love, the money, all of that. Wonderful. And we also have the Magician coming out twice, which is putting your mind to it, using all of your abilities, all of your inborn gifts and talents to create something really amazing. I love this reading. Happy birthday to my Scorpios. Let's get an affirmation card on this for y'all. Yes! What a surprise! Manifestation! Scorpio! Check that out. It is a manifesting month. Your insight is limitless. Trust that your vision is true. Believe that your wisdom and creative powers can manifest what your heart desires. Do not doubt. Your intelligence and resourcefulness will forge your dream into reality now. That's a great summation of this reading. And again, you did have that patience card come up twice. So don't push yourself too hard, Scorpio. Don't burn yourself out in the process. I know you're excited. I know you're passionate, but pace yourself. That is a really good way to ensure an even greater success for you. Have an amazing November, and I'll be seeing you again soon. Take care.